R.I. Presents.
Sea People Mountain People Chapter 2 Encounter with Mythology. Previous overview. The owner of the body, affected by Touka's feelings of sadness, sheds tears. Surprised, the owner of the body left the room and headed for the forest. The owner of the body went to the giant tree where she prayed. When she arrived in front of the giant tree, she looked around to make sure no one was there, and then muttered something. I couldn't understand her words, and I was silent, wondering what was going on. Then the owner of the body asked, "Who are you? Are you Sinrit?" Her asked in words I understood. When I was confused by the sudden development, the owner of the body continued, "Is the voice I hear inside me my Sinrit?" "Oh, this is talking to me." Noticed. I was a little hesitant, but I decided to take the plunge and speak out. I said, "I'm sorry, I'm not sure either." I told her my honest feelings. Then, "You're not Sinrit, I understand Sissam's language a little." The owner of the body said. It was a rough way of speaking, but she answered my words. However, at that time, we still couldn't understand each other's language, so we couldn't understand the current situation. From this day on, we began to have conversations in front of this giant tree. And as we taught each other the language, we gradually came to understand each other. The first thing we taught each other was each other's names, and her name was Touka. The name means sun, and she pointed to the sun a little embarrassed, telling me what it meant. She seemed a little embarrassed by her name. Even so, I was surprised. It's just the first two letters, but the names are similar. My name was taken from the word Bantu, which is called the God's peach. The name my parents gave me in the hope that I would give peace to those around me and that I would be loved by everyone. Like her, I don't think I'm living up to my parents' expectations, so I haven't told anyone what my name means. I don't think the God and the sun have anything in common, but I felt a sense of affinity for similar names. However, at that time, I had no idea that my name would have a big impact on my later decisions. Later, when I told her my name, she was equally surprised and delighted at the same time. Then she asked me, "Maybe you and I speak different languages, but you're in Sinrit." but I didn't understand what it meant. What does Sinrit mean? It took me a while to understand that the word Sinrit meant ancestor. I understood what Sinrit meant, but it is quite unlikely that I am her ancestor. I think the world I was in is either overseas or the future. The reason for this is that the tools used and the surrounding scenery feel uncomfortable. In particular, I saw pit dwellings in history textbooks, but they are replicas and not real. For me, there are many things that I cannot be convinced unless I think that this is a world of the past. The topic changes. She told me about the pretty girl I was interested in. The girl is her sister and her name is Kanasiapu. When I heard that the meaning of the name was the moon, I thought it was cute enough to match the name. She cared very much about her sister, and I understood the meaning of her warm gaze when she looked at a girl. Her sister is very active and said that she is in trouble because she often worries about her sister. But even though she said she was in trouble, she wasn't angry at all, so I could feel her love for her sister. When we were teaching each other the language, I told Touka about the world I was in, and she was very moved and curious about the ideal world. However, she didn't seem to be convinced when it came to money, and was somewhat negative that it was better to exchange what they wanted with each other. But she understood that during the cold winter months, it would be good for everyone if they could get food with money. Of all the things I talked about, what she showed the most interest in was food. Especially when it comes to fruit, it seems that she only had the image of it as a sour thing, and she seems to yearn for sweet fruit. There are small red fruits around here, which seems to be the only sweet fruit she knows, but unfortunately she can only find a few. I also talked about cakes and crepes, but she couldn't imagine it, so she just listened in silence. One day she said she had something she wanted to show me and showed me something. Today's story ends. The story is updated tomorrow. Please look forward to. If you like, please subscribe to the channel. See you again.